Ladies and gentlemen, saddle up for a daytime drama that's straight out of a Clint Eastwood flick gone rogue. The iconic actor-director storming off the View after a heated clash with Joy Behar that turned the studio into a verbal Wild West. Picture a crisp fall morning in 2025, New York City's autumn leaves swirling outside ABC's gleaming studio, where the Hot Topics table sits like a poker game waiting to go bust. The audience of 250, buzzing with that pre-show energy, erupts as the co-hosts take their seats. Whoopi Goldberg in a bold mustard sweater, her wise eyes ready to referee, Joy Behar in a fiery orange top that matches her feisty spirit, glasses perched for precision, Sunny Hostin elegant in deep blue, armed with facts, and Sarah Haynes sunny in soft pink, ever the bridge builder. At 95, Clint Eastwood strides in like the man with no name, tall and imposing in worn jeans, a plaid shirt rolled at the sleeves, his silver hair tousled, those legendary squinty eyes piercing the crowd. Cheers thunder as he waves curtly, settling into the guest chair with that gravelly charisma that's defined films from Dirty Harry to Gran Torino. Clint, you're a living legend, still directing at your age. Juror number 2's got us all on the edge. What's the secret to your unbreakable grit? Whoopi asks, setting a warm tone. Clint's voice rumbles low. Whoopi, it's simple, hard work, no nonsense, and remembering life's too short for fluff. Laughter rolls as he shares tales of his Malibu ranch, wrangling horses at dawn, and how family keeps him grounded amid Hollywood's hype. Sarah chimes in. Those westerns, did you ever break character off set? The vibe's light, but today's theme, icons and ideals, hints at hotter horizons, Clint's conservative candor, his 2012 RNC, empty chair, stunt, and barbs at modern, woke, culture. Joy leans forward, eyes sparkling with challenge. Clint, love the longevity, but your politics. That RNC rant felt like, get off my lawn, in a world pushing progress. Outdated, or just your outlaw style? Clint's jaw sets, fingers tapping, a telltale tension. The stage is primed, lights hot as a desert sun, this elder gunslinger's ethos poised to collide with Joy's liberal lasso, the air thick with the scent of an impending showdown. As the spotlights shift from Clint's anecdote about dodging paparazzi on his vintage Harley, the conversation corrals into contentious country, Joy's voice cutting sharp. Clint, you've punched through eras, but today's Hollywood. Diversity drives, mental health memos, your take sounds like resistance, not resilience. Why buck the buckaroo? The audience gasps softly, a ripple of nods and nerves. Clint's eyes narrow to trademark slits, retort rolling like tumbleweed. Joy, I've seen fads fade. Korea vet, 5 kids, 60 films. Now, everyone's offended by oxygen. Real change comes from character, not checklists. Whoopi tries to temper. Clint, your movies mirror that, tough love with heart. But Joy's right, empathy's evolved. Sunny adds fuel, empathy. Your generation grit through, ours calls out the cracks. Dismissing, woke, dismisses the wounded. Clint's posture hardens, a subtle squint deepening, wounded. Sunny, I've cast warriors like Morgan Freeman, Hilary Swank, earned respect, no handouts. Noise ain't progress, it's distraction. The crowd divides, scattered claps for Clint's creed, murmurs at the match, phones discreetly recording the rising rodeo. Joy, ever the provocateur, presses, distraction. Clint, your empty chair, mocked a president, bold, but in 2025, that's divisive, not daring. Own the old school, or it's just ego on horseback. Clint's chuckle grates gravelly. Ego. Joy, I've ego-checked since Unforgiven, redemption's my ride. You label, divisive, like it's doctrine, it's debate. Sarah, intervenes. Let's lasso back to juror number 2, jury drama's your domain. But the blaze builds, Clint's hands gesturing broadly, drama. This feels like trial by talk show, not true talk. Jab at my journey, and you're jumping the gun. Whoopi weighs in, journey. Your path paved icons, but paths pivot, woke, walks with us. Whispers wind through the seats, producers signaling, smooth it. Off camera, but Joy's jab jolts, pivot. Clint, respects a two-way trail, your common sense, sidelines the strides. Clint's cheeks flush frontier red, the studio a sweat-soaked saloon, this icon's unyielding code clashing with Joy's unapologetic aim, the tipping point teetering like a teeter-totter in a tornado. The tempest tops as Joy's thrust thunders. Clint, strides are strides, your sense seems stuck in the saddle, silencing the silenced, and Clint bolts upright, his towering frame casting a shadow like a Monument Valley monolith, voice a booming blast, silencing. Joy, I've voiced for vets, victims, the voiceless, actions over accusations. This ain't exchange, it's entrapment. I'm hitting the trail. The arena alights, applause avalanche for Clint avalanching without a aghast, a front row fanatic firing, ride on, Harry. As Whoopi hollers, Clint, corral it, we're conversing, not combating. But Clint's charging, boots pounding like pistol shots, ignoring Sonny's, stay, share the sequel. With a steely spin to the sidelines. Crew converges like cavalry, two sturdy sentinels at Joy's swift signal, Mr. Eastwood, exit express, segment sundown. Stormed off. Absolutely, herded like a hellbent herd, Clint's outline outlasting in the overhang glow as he dips into the dim. Snap to sponsor spot, the lens locking on Joy's lifted lid leer. Whoa, that was a whirlwind western, return right after, with rained rains. Rear room ruckus. Clint's clan carts him curbside to the chauffeured Chevy, his grumble to grandson Gavin, she sought sparks, sparked a squall. Joy jams with Whoopi, he hauled heat, I held high, dynamite delivers. Cyber cyclone cycles swift, hashtag Clint storms view soars sixfold on X, footage fused with for a few dollars more motifs mustering 28 million TikTok tallies by twilight. TMZ trumpets, Eastwood's eviscerating exit, Behar's blaze burns bright. As Hollywood Reporter hashes, Legend's livid leap, promo puncher pride prick. Eastwood enthusiasts erupt, back the badge bearer, view vigilantes volley, Joy juggled justice. Myers mocks a Mustang mime, Myers mimics a Mustang. Clint's concise cable, gracious for the gig, ain't abiding the assault. Ranchward bound, Joy jests on journal, Clint's colossal, collided like comets. Coffee come back, the storm off, a cinematic quake, quashing juror buzz, quilting Clint into quarrel quilts. As Big Apple's bulbs brighten, the backlash. Brewing bold in broadcast books. Evening envelops the empire as the eruption evolves into evening extravaganza, broadcast bulletins blasting the brawl, ABC's David Muir, Eastwood's egress, elder eloquence or epic end, OANN's One America, Behar's bias boots the Baron, bravery beats back. At his Pacific perch in Pebble Beach, Clint chills on the deck with a dram of Dewar's, daughter Francesca fiddling a folk tune, Dad, you dealt the deck without drawing. Views visibility vaults, 10.1 million voyeurs, a July jackpot, justifying jousts as juggernaut juice. Sunny, on social stream, Clint's crafted classics, convo curved contentious, but class carried. Joy, jaunty on the jabber, prodded the pioneer, procured the pearl, proud of the push. Star statement stream, Tom Hanks texts, Titan tussle, Clint, Quentin Tarantino quips, pure peckinpah, Eastwood endures. Insightful influxes inscribe, film buffs on Fallon Forge links to, High Plains drifters. Drift, defiant in the dust up. Clint's chronicle on his channel, talks transient, triumphs timeless, tackling takes anew. Joy jousts in journal, admire the antihero, let's lunch less lightning. Periods past a parable. Juror number 2 juices a, view vendetta, vignette, Joy jokes a, squint symposium, slot. Meme monsoon markets mightily. Storm is Clint, Stetson's surging stores, Behar's banter meme, Joy's jab jubilee, merged with mule menace. Critics critique, calculated clamor or candid clash. In Eastwood's expanse of epics and enigmas, this heated hustle. No halt, but a hallmark, Clint Eastwood, enduring as the elements, proving paragons persist, they pummel the paradigm. From frontier to forum, his grit, glorious as the greats. Thanks for the thunderous trek, thrill seekers, tune in for more tempestuous tales. Sunset sign off.